Hey guys, Ivan here, and in today's video we got a couple of really interesting bodybuilding updates. The first topic for today is gonna be Hadi Choopan. Alright, so we got a new physique update by Hadi Choopan. It's not from today or from yesterday, it's actually from a couple of days ago, back when he was in Dubai. Which is basically a couple of days ago, so this is current. This is what Hadi Choopan looks like basically right now, a couple of days ago. And it's a very, very good thing that now we know he's in the US, he will be competing at a Mr. Olympia. And when I saw this photo, my first impression was, man, he looks big. He looks pretty freaking huge. I mean, his conditioning also looks good here, you can't see everything, so we don't know what kind of conditioning he's going to be bringing. As of right now, we haven't really seen any proper physique updates in which he's showing us bodybuilding poses in trunks, or showing us his back, at least his conditioning from the back, but we got an idea what his size is right now, and honestly, this looks pretty freaking huge. Like, the arms look really big, the lats especially, and I stumbled upon this video posted by Mr. Olympia LLC on their IG, and it's a comparison of Hadi Choopan versus Samson Dauda on the Mr. Olympia stage, I think from last year. And I was looking at this and I was thinking, Samson actually looks a lot bigger than Hadi. Is this only because Hadi is just simply not that big, or would anybody actually look like this if they stood next to Samson Dauda? And Hadi is kinda out-angling Samson here as well, but still, next to Samson, he looks definitely a lot smaller. And yeah, Hadi is a former 212 competitor, he's not super tall either, but is he really this much smaller than Samson Dauda? Well, if he was last year, is that gonna be the case this year? Because I'm looking at this photo and other photos of Hadi, and honestly it seems like he got bigger. It seems like he actually made some progress. Last year, he did the Arnold Classic, he didn't have enough time to actually have an off-season. This year, things may have been different. Maybe he was actually really focused and really driven to make the improvements. Because he lost the Mr. Olympia twice now. First to Derek, then to Samson, second place 2 years in a row. He's probably super hungry to actually win the Mr. Olympia again. So I'm pretty sure he tried his best to make progress, and it kinda looks like he did that. It kinda looks like he actually did get bigger. And it's not just this one photo. Take a look at this video, guys, from about 7 weeks out of the Mr. Olympia. Obviously, his conditioning here is not ready, and it's not ready even today, if you ask me, but here, he was definitely far off from being conditioned, but look at the size, guys. He was freaking huge at this point, and it doesn't look like he lost a lot of size. He just got leaner and harder in the meantime. And for the past 4 or 5 years or so, I don't think Hadi actually made much progress. You know, 1 year he would be fuller, the other he would be more shredded, and, you know, he would change his peak, his conditioning, but I don't think he actually, you know, had a year in which he put on a lot of size for the last, let's say, 5 years, 4 or 5 years. But does he really need to put on more size? I mean, on his frame, he's pretty much packed at the max, but next to Samson Dauda, sure, he could be bigger. I mean, Nick Walker is kind of his height and he's like 270 on stage. Hadi is not that heavy, so yes, he could get bigger a little bit. I mean, his frame is pretty much almost maxed out, but his hamstrings, for example, could get bigger, his arms could get bigger, and here it kind of looks to me like he did improve his arms and his lats. Let's not get into what he may have done to improve these body parts, but yeah, I think the change is noticeable. We'll see on stage once he's completely shredded, but it looks like it's gonna be possibly a bigger version of Hadi. Now, if you guys follow my channel, you know that my opinion is that the Hadi Choopan from the 2024 Arnold Classic is the best bodybuilder in the last 10 years or so, since the Phil Heath era. Here, what he brought to this show right here, this conditioning from every angle, but especially from behind, this is not something you see often from Hadi. Like, he gets shredded, sure, but this kind of look right here happened only once, maybe twice, maybe Vancouver Pro, but he was smaller back then in 2019. This look right here is Hadi's best by far, and this look is probably, in my opinion at least, unbeatable today. Again, so far, this happened once, and I don't know if it's going to happen again in his career. This was peak Hadi. If Hadi manages to repeat this look, he comes in with glutes and hamstrings shredded like this, with the lower back looking crispy and showing all kinds of detail, and crazy conditioning from the front as well. And let's say he actually did make some size improvements. If that is the case, he's going to win the Mr. Olympia, guys. And that's the way I see it, guys. You can see it otherwise, but in my prediction for the Mr. Olympia, I'll think about who I'm going to have actually winning the show. But if Hadi nails it again, and if he is improved, yep, sure, I can definitely see him winning the Mr. Olympia. What do you guys think? Tell me down below. Alright, the next physique update we got is from another Olympian, but this time around in classic physique. I mean, Horse MD was never the Mr. Olympia as an open bodybuilder, but he was close to qualifying. Eventually, he decided to switch to classic, and I'm looking at his physique right here. You're gonna see a video in a moment, but I'm looking at his physique right now, and I'm thinking, was this a successful transition from bodybuilding to classic? Because sometimes, very often, it doesn't work out well. In this case, I mean, we'll see what's going to happen at the Mr. Olympia. He did win a pro show. He's going to go to the Mr. Olympia. But is his physique really meant for classic or for the open? You guys remember a couple of years ago, he was trying to make the weight for classic. He failed to make the weight, and then he decided to focus on the open. He put on a lot of size, and he did really well, if you ask me. Like that Romania pro against Samson Dowd and Behruz Tabani. Those guys are top 5 Olympians. He actually held his own. He probably, arguably, he could have beaten Behruz Tabani at that show. Of course, Behruz made more progress later, but, you know, Horse MD held his own as an open bodybuilder. For some reason, actually, he talked about his reasons. He decided to switch to the classic because he wants to be more healthy. He has to focus on his businesses. He wants longevity in the sport or in life. And that's why he's doing classic physique now. But is his physique truly meant for classic instead of the open? Well, I gotta say, based on this physique update, it's just him hitting his side chest, which is arguably his best pose, or one of the for sure. And yeah, even though he's a lot smaller than he was back when he was in the open, he actually looks pretty good in this one. Like, he doesn't look like his waist stayed big and everything else shrunk. No, it's actually looking like a decent classic physique. Decent enough to crack the top 10 at the Mr. Olympia? Honestly, I don't think so. I don't think he's that impressive now. I think there are definitely 10 classic physique guys who are just freakier, more conditioned, just bigger and better than him right now. But he has a name, and classic physique is kinda a popularity contest. Like, you'll never see a no-name guy in the top 10 or top 8 in the Mr. Olympia. So because of that, he'll probably get a chance, a fair look. And if he actually manages to beat some people, yeah, like there is a possibility of cracking the top 10. But personally, I don't see it. I mean, I don't know. We'll see what he's going to look like once he's completely shredded and in all the other poses. But there are gaps in his physique that he needs to change, that he needs to fix. But he can't now, like his back, for example, he can't make that back grow enough now that he's under the weight cap of the classic physique. But maybe he can work on details, getting it more conditioned, maybe improving a little bit here and there, and overall making his physique more complete. We'll see, but yeah, this is not as impressive as it was when he was in the open class. I don't think this was the right decision as far as the best look he can bring, but as far as achieving the best result, and as far as like, doing things he wants to do in life, and doing bodybuilding as a hobby, yeah, I get it. It's probably a smart idea. But as far as him bringing his absolute best look in classic physique, I don't think it's going to happen. But hey, he could crack the top 10 of the Mr. Olympia. We'll see about that. You guys tell me down below whatever you think. Oh, and yeah, I got something very interesting, at least for me, and I'm sure it's going to be very interesting for everybody who is following Fouad Abiad's podcast. I'm sure you know who Ben Chow is, and apparently this guy competed. I had no idea that he was actually prepping. I noticed that he was getting shredded. He didn't look as big as he was before when he was blasting things, but yeah, I talked to him. I actually asked him what he's taking now, and it's a bare minimum. It's really not a lot. It's just a very, very little amount of gear, and I didn't know he was prepping, but yeah, apparently he prepped and he did a classic physique show, and he won. I think. I'm not sure which show it was. I didn't find any more photos. He kind of did this without telling anybody, as far as I know. If you guys have any more information, share it with us in the comment section. But yeah, this is the look Ben brought. I mean, definitely a lot smaller than when he was blasting things. Like I said before, he was doing open bodybuilding before. He never turned pro, but he was pretty big. A very tall guy. He's like, I don't know, 6'2" or something. So, you know, it's difficult to be good in open bodybuilding. If you're that height, you need to be like super massive. So he looked great, but he never turned pro. However, now he's doing classic physique. Will he be able to turn pro as a classic guy? I mean, he won this show apparently, but I don't know which show it was, if it was a pro qualifier. Does he have a lot of potential to be a great classic physique pro? No, he doesn't. I mean, he was suggested many times to switch to classic when he was doing open bodybuilding, and he was like, there's no chance, I need to lose like 50 pounds of muscle, something like that. And now that he actually lost all that muscle, not 50 pounds, but like 20 pounds maybe. Now that he actually lost the muscle, you know, it doesn't look as good. It doesn't look as good. He needs to be bigger and fuller than this to actually fill out his frame. And unfortunately, when his frame is filled out to like the classic size, he's just way over the weight cap. For some reason, I guess he's just too heavy. Maybe his bones are heavy or something like that. Or is it just the structure that he has? But no, I don't think he can be a great classic physique pro. However, he does look good here. He definitely brought good conditioning, great conditioning. And I think he's just doing this because he loves doing it. And that's it. I don't think he has any delusions of becoming like a top pro. But yeah, this looked good. You know, considering everything, this actually looked very good. If you guys know which show this was, if it was a pro qualifier, what exactly is the backstory, tell us more details in the comment section, because I personally don't know much about this. I was just so surprised when I saw Ben in a competition condition and actually behind the stage, and the caption of this story also said that he won this show. So yeah, I don't have any details, but here is what he brought. Tell me what you guys think down below in the comment section. But the next thing and the last thing we got for today is very interesting. It is a new physique update by Hassan Mostafa at less than a week out of the France Pro, where he'll most likely dominate and win a pro show and qualify for the Mr. Olympia next year. And yeah, this is what he's looking like right now, and this is absolutely freaky, man. Check out the video as well. Actually, he is bringing the condition. I don't know how did this even happen. Like, he always struggled with bringing the condition, and just all of a sudden he shows up, he pops out, he says he's doing this show, and he's actually lean. He's actually shredded. And with this amount of size, this is gonna be tough to beat, man, for anybody. Yeah, sure, I know, Stefan Matala is looking absolutely nuts right now. And this is actually 2 weeks out, so right now he's probably more conditioned. So he's shredded, he's super blessed genetically with the shape and everything, and he put on a lot of size. But to go against a freaking mass monster, somebody whose nickname is The Tank, you know, Hassan Mostafa, this is gonna be a tough show for Stefan to win. But hey, it's his first open show. He doesn't need to dominate it the way Urs did, and he's a little bit unlucky with Hassan Mostafa's entrance. If there wasn't for Hassan, I could see Stefan winning this show, but the way things are right now, yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, maybe somehow, but I would be really surprised. I think it is Hassan's show to lose, because he's a freak. One of the biggest guys in the world today, definitely in the ballpark with Nick Zilla, with Nick Walker, and actually here, he's in solid condition. So yeah, I think he's winning the France Pro, he's messing up with Stefan's plans, but it is what it is. It's definitely going to be very interesting to actually see these guys compared, because their physiques are completely different. Size, crazy freak factor versus aesthetics, small waist, incredible shape. I mean, Hassan's entry definitely made things more interesting, more exciting. I don't know what Stefan thinks about this, but we'll see what's going to happen on that stage soon, guys, in less than a week. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. For more content like this, guys, subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon. All the best and bye-bye.